the final WWE show of 2022, and they're gonna send it out with a bang with a special guest, and his name is Ooh, what to do, ba da da da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh God, boy, I really should have washed that. And I'm allergic to dust. Well, fuck. It seemed like a good idea at the time, which is a phrase that could apply to a few things on this show. Yeah, let's get to it. I'm John Rectum with my review of WWE Smackdown from Tampa Bay, Florida. Well, I'll certainly say this. The crowd was very, very raucous. Very, very raucous. And they had good reason to be. Look, there were some good moments on this show. There were some moments that will certainly pop the crowd and certainly pop the fans on the internet, and maybe we'll have some good things happening in 2023, but I gotta be honest, after this show, I'm not that optimistic about some aspects of WWE programming. Anyway, yeah, go ahead and tell me what you guys have to say, because you know the precise moment that this show lost me? It was in the very first segment. So yeah, Bray shows up and I'm out. I don't care. People like Bray. His return was big. People like this storyline. I don't care that it's a slow burn storyline. Slow burn storylines in wrestling are great. Honestly, if you can nurture something along, you can make it interesting, you can do that, and you can have some compelling characters, that's great. You know how you do that? You have to actually have something interesting and have compelling characters, not the same repetitive bullshit. Bray, go to Hollywood. Just do shit in Hollywood. This isn't wrestling. If I knock the House of Black, if I knock House of Torture, if I knock a bunch of other bullshit across various promotions, this is going to be no different. LA Knight is trying to salvage this. You used to be something. This company used to be something also. Anyway, Knight wants to put him out of his misery. God, I thought he was bad off, in the Maximum Male Models gimmick, and now he's doing this. This is terrible. This is subjectively terrible. I want to say objectively terrible, but there are people that like this. And that's great. That's great. Then a challenge at the Rumble, but here's Uncle Howdy. People say it's Vincent. Some said it was Cameron Grimes. Some people say it's various people playing Uncle Howdy. I know who I want to play Uncle Howdy. Oh, wait. I know who I'd rather, have play Uncle Howdy. Literally anybody else. Or how about this? How about we come up with something different than Uncle Howdy? Like literally something good. Devote the TV time that you have for this and put it towards something good. Just do that. Can you do that, Triple H? You stupid non-genius. He's not a genius, folks. And the Papa H thing. Stop it. Just fucking stop calling him that, you idiots. Anyway, he has his own music. And then he attacks Bray. This is complete bullshit. This is garbage. I nearly just said, fuck it. I don't want to review this show. Then we cut to Sammy backstage with Heyman. And Heyman mentions, you were getting cheered a whole lot. And the crowd was cheering you instead of cheering the tribal chief. And he might not like that, but wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And then Cole offers his condolences to Don West. Professor Mike Tenay, who worked with Don West in TNA for a number of years. Don West passed away, unfortunately. Cancer is a fucking bitch. Fuck cancer. Don West offered a tremendous amount of enthusiasm towards pitching for people to buy the pay-per-views, watch the TNA product, the shop TNA stuff. I did unboxing videos with a lot of Don West's deals when they were clearing out the warehouse, and I got a lot of great shit from that, a lot of great DVDs, a lot of great merch. If I had 5% of the enthusiasm that Don West had on his worst day when he would pitch stuff and he would just go absolutely insane, and not even in a bad way, I mean in an enthusiastic way. His enthusiasm, his unbridled energy was tremendous. I'm glad he's pain-free. It just sucks that he had to suffer, but man, he left a hell of a goddamn mark in wrestling. He really did. Still don't understand why they turned him heel. Oh wait, Vince Russo is struck again. Thank you, Vince Russo, for contributing yet another bad thing to professional wrestling. But Don West, hell of a legacy. Great goddamn commentary. Even if it didn't seem like he quite understood what the hell he was talking about, he made up for it with unbridled enthusiasm. And apparently such a nice guy. So rest in peace, Don West. And it was cool that Cole did that. That was good. That was good. And in our first match, nearly 20 minutes into the goddamn show, the Bray Wyatt, LA Knight, Uncle Howdy stuff, was just killing my interest in the show. And then we have Sheamus with the Brutes, Peter Dune and Ridge Holland taking on Solo and the Usos. I sensed shenanigans. I got shenanigans. It was hard-hitting, a brawl, and then Samoan Spike and Sheamus lost. Okay, I don't have a problem with Solo winning. They can build up for Sheamus to win, like at the next UK pay-per-view that they do, which should be an annual thing in September. Do that. Have him beat Gunther. Have it be a full goddamn year of him coming back and doing that. That way Gunther can break the Honky Tonk Man's Intercontinental Championship record. So anyway, here's Drew. Same as it ever was. And look, it's 4-on-4 doing this, and it should have ended at War Games, folks. SmackDown desperately needs new blood. No, I don't mean the New Blood Millionaires Club storyline. We get a package on Raquel and Ronda. MAGA versus, well, conspiracy theories. Actually, likely, they're just a bunch of, they probably are all the same in all honesty. Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez taking on Rousey the Raccoon for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Look, am I going to fault the effort of these two? Well, yes, because Raquel has not really been all that good in at least a full goddamn year, if not more. And Rousey has not really shown any interest or any care about really trying to do anything to help elevate the women. This comeback has been terrible. It's hard to care when they're both buffoons. Raquel kept, favoring her arm, but kept leading with her arm when she would hurl herself stupidly into the ring post. Good tactic there, you dumb bitch. And then, we got a bad timing on the rope break where Shayna was supposed to put, Rousey's leg on there, but Rousey had to grab it because Shayna apparently was thinking of literally being anywhere else, and I don't blame her at this point. And then the armbar wins it. Look, there was a decent finish. I'm not saying that the effort wasn't there. I just didn't give a shit. I didn't care. And then suddenly Charlotte shows back up. It was confusing music. I thought Ric Flair was coming back out. And the SmackDown Women's Division is going to get a boost because Rousey accepts Charlotte's challenge and says, yeah, sure, I'll face you. And then Charlotte beats her with a couple moves. Look, there are people that like Charlotte, and yes, I am glad that Ronda Rousey the Raccoon, no longer is the SmackDown Women's Champion. She has not benefited that brand at all. She has not benefited the company in this go-around. Name one person that has benefited from facing Charlotte and has gotten more featured and more over and everything. Name one in the last 5 years. Yeah, people could blame Vince's booking. Here's the thing. Charlotte is very, very talented. Incredibly talented, but she's not her dad. She'll never be her dad. Because her dad helped elevate people. Charlotte doesn't. Could that be Vince's booking? Could that just simply be the fact that Charlotte was not needed back on television? Probably, but Sasha's not there anymore. So, you felt the need to bring Charlotte back. Honestly, this needs to lead to somebody beating Charlotte and having her out of the title picture for good. I mean, you might as well just dump the Medusa thing and throw the title in the trash. Because you picked it up out of the trash after Rousey lost it and you dropped it right back in. There are people that are going to like this, and that's fine. That's okay. You guys can like it all you damn well want. I don't. Yeah, I'm down on this show because, honestly, the SmackDown Women's Division needed a boost. And Charlotte, for all her talent in the ring, she's not going to help anybody on that brand. She's not going to help anybody. Who on that brand is actually going to be able to challenge her and beat her? Emma? Liv, maybe. Liv could beat Charlotte, but would it really benefit Liv? Because again, nobody has benefited from facing Charlotte and, wrestling her even in a series of matches. Asuka certainly didn't. And people say Becky. Becky was already on the rise. Becky would have done that whether she faced Charlotte or not. Anyway, good. Congratulations, Charlotte. You won another title. You're closer to your father's reign, except you'd have to get to about 20 or 22 to beat his record because that's actually how many reigns he's had. Backstage with the Bloodline, Sammy. Sammy says, hey, Roman, you didn't mind if the crowd cheered for me. No, I didn't. Clearly. We got to plan strategy and talk strategy. Recap of the Ray Dominic Christmas stuff. This is already in contention for the worst feud of 2023. I know that this is something they want to do, and that's fine. I don't blame them for using the power of social media, but I don't care. Good on Dominic and Aaliyah for offering to donate one of their kidneys. Both of them offering to donate a kidney to Conan, who apparently is going through a lot of health issues. I can't fault that. As wrestling characters, I don't really care about seeing Dominic. But anyway, nevertheless. Everyone mocks Top Dollar for his stupid dive, which he shouldn't have tried to do because he's an idiot and doesn't even look like he could leave the goddamn ground if you helped get him on a trampoline. And then he shoves Ricochet. This entire show has just been an amalgamation of stuff that could have worked and a pretty hot crowd, but yes, he deserves to be goddamn mocked. I can't do that shit. Most of the people talking about it can't do that shit, but you know what? That's why we don't do that. You don't do shit you don't know how to do. Recaps of the Bray bullshit. We are over an hour into the show in the Mountain Dew pitch black match at the Royal Rumble. Okay, I know what the worst match in WWE for 2023 is going to be. No, I don't care that Bray can do cinematic stuff or do other stuff. I don't care. This isn't good. It's bad for wrestling. Imperium is good for wrestling. They're in the ring crowing about Gunther being Intercontinental Champion, the people that he beat, the package, cool. And then Braun shows up and ruins it all. And then they try to beat the shit out of him after Braun hurls himself stupidly at the barricade because he's a moron. And then they hit him repeatedly with a chair. By they, I mean Gunther. And then they beat up his arm and they beat him up. And they're going to have a match next week. Oh, wait, in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, 2 weeks. But before that, Ricochet makes a save. Rico save, as it were. Not Rico Suave. Not that. But he lands Samantha Irvin. Can't fault him there. So yeah, in 2 weeks, it's going to be Gunther versus Braun for the Intercontinental Championship. Don't you dare have Gunther lose that championship. Don't you dare. Because if he's not going to beat Honky Tonk Man's record, nobody will ever beat it. Next week, Usos versus Drew and Sheamus. That was supposed to happen a few weeks ago, or a month ago, or sometime after War Games. I don't actually remember. And Drew had an injury. It was an eardrum injury or something, and he's recovered. And that's good. Ricochet versus Top Dollar in a Rumble qualifier. Can you just give it to Ricochet? Just have Top Dollar try to get in the ring without tripping. And if he can do that, then just put him in the Rumble. And then have him pull the tires. Or have it be like Santino in the 2009 Rumble where he gets clotheslined immediately and he wasn't ready. And then you put him out to pasture. Pay him the length of his contract and just say, go do something else. So, Owens makes his entrance at 6:37 p.m. And his name is It's John Cena. Cena gets a big pop, talks about the Make-A-Wish kid. I don't remember the kid's name, but that was cool. Cena's grand, a lot of Make-A-Wish stuff. Means a lot to the kids. Good. Roman, Sammy with the Bloodline versus Owens and Cena. 12 minutes left after we come back from commercial. They wrestle a little bit, then they go to the break again. And the crowd was way into this. Cena got a hot tag and then did a couple things. And his bald spot was really, really showing. Cena, the hair looks ridiculous. It's like Randy Savage in 1994. Seriously, it's ridiculous. I know he's doing it for Hollywood, but Jesus Christ. And he hits an AA on Roman. And Owens hits a stunner on Sammy. 1, 2, 3. Gee, Sammy taking the pin. I wonder who called that. I wasn't the only one that fucking called that. So they're going to be angry at Sammy. They're either going to turn on him next week for the first Smackdown of 2023, and then Sammy's going to come back in the Rumble for revenge, or he's going to cost one of the members of the Bloodline in the Rumble, and then they're going to turn on him on Smackdown after that. We will see. This is all I have to say about this Smackdown, though. What a way to end 2022. Agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. To do something with the SmackDown Women's Division that doesn't involve Ric Flair's nepotism project. Anyway, see you soon. Happy New Year, by the way.